Boy, boy. I hate to be on the list. You hate to be on the list tonight.
I hate to be a fan of LSU.
Well, let's start there. You segue to my opening topic, and that's Les Miles. So our opening topic, if you haven't been hearing in the news, Les Miles, of course, former coach at Oklahoma State, more so known for his time at LSU, was the current coach at the University of Kansas, was mutually parted ways with Kansas last night. The news came out that he alleged by his time at LSU that he had some sexual misconduct with a couple of I found out last night. I was listening in the car. It was at least 2 or 3 females in the athletic department.
I don't know. I thought it was just one.
I found out they said it was at least 2 or 3.
Oh no, that's out.
I know. So they mutually parted ways. LSU AD said he knew when he found out about it, he wanted to get rid of him then, but the powers that be wouldn't let him.
Wait.
You can find it, and you definitely look it up. His statement. He said he wanted to try to get rid of Les Miles years ago.
That he tried to cover himself, but if you knew this all this time and you were still there, you could have just simply left.
100% agree.
If you felt that strongly about it, then you could have just left.
And then, Mark, what you thinking, man? You look at the situation. Now you have the AD, Jeff Long, who's the AD at Kansas. Pause. That's his name. He's also over the college football playoff committee. Go figure. I just know his first name is Jeff. His first name is Jeff. Just put it like that.
His name is Jeff Long.
Don't get Will started, man. So Mark, what you think? Obviously, they had no choice. But they claim that there was nothing in Les Miles' background check or whatever when they vetted him for this job that this would have came up when they hired him back in 2018.
I'm not sure I totally agree with that. I think they knew. But I think it's Les Miles. They hired the name. They hired the success that comes with Les Miles. And they thought this would never come to the light of day.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, I have to agree with that as well. It's not like nothing's a secret when it comes to NCAA. Right. Everybody in the NCAA knows what everybody be doing.
Right.
But it's all, like you said, it's all according to if it's going to hit the public or when it hits the public.
100% agree, brothers. So now Les Miles is out of the job. Obviously, they mutually parted ways. Obviously, over the payout, blah, blah, blah. But we've been talking about this topic for the last 3 weeks because we talked about the situation with Mickey Callaway, the Angels pitching coach. We talked about what happened with the guy that was the GM from the Mets at the time, Jared Porter. And obviously, we've been saying this, and sadly that this news came out on International Women's Day yesterday.
Whack.
It's just women have to still deal with this stuff on the job 24/7. A lot of female reporters are still dealing with this, and it's not cool. I mean, and these are students. These are kids. Les Miles is 50, 60 years old? I mean,
he's for sure in his 60s.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
These 20. They're students. They're students.
18, early 20s.
So say probably 18, 19, 20, 21. They're college students. Sexual
misconduct.
Probably harassment. One story said that he had one of them at his house. And I think he tried to kiss her.
Yeah, he probably made advances upon him. Or something,
I thought Les Miles was married. That don't matter.
What's that matter in the good old boys club?
Good point, brother. Good point. Brother. That's such a good point.
She went to his house?
Yeah.
That's for tomorrow.
I guarantee. Look up the story. I guarantee you guys can talk about it tomorrow on No Rules. But look up the story. Look up the details. I'm just telling you, Les Miles.
I said, what does Les Need do?
Well, word is he's trying to trade Michael Brockers and maybe Robert Woods, but
what?
Well, they're getting calls. I'll put it like this.
Okay.
He said Michael Brockers is available, but people have called about Robert Woods, and he said, nah, son.
Well, at least he's smart about half of about that. But go ahead.
Another story I want to talk about, and obviously, I don't like dipping in other people's pockets. But when it's something I don't agree with, and I think sometimes it's just a waste of money, I think it's just it's something to discuss. We talked about this in the chat about this deal Fox gave Skip Bayless. So do you know if it came out that Skip got 4 years, $32 million to re-sign with Fox. 4 years, $32 million. So he's getting $8 million a year. Same thing Stephen A's getting at ESPN. Mm-hmm. And the report was that ESPN tried to get him back so him and Stephen A can reunite, do a different show from First Take, but this time it probably would have been on ESPN Plus on the streaming side. Since everybody's streaming now. But now Skip's going back to FS1. He's probably going to have another show opposite, obviously, after Undisputed. And they're still in contract talks with Shannon Sharp. And his contract expires in July.
Nobody wanted to see Skip by himself. Look.
You ain't kidding, man.
Yeah.
Skip is sure.
Good point.
Yeah, I have to agree. If I'm Fox, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure Shannon Sharp doesn't leave.
Yeah.
Because not even outside of the entertainment factor that he brings, he's very knowledgeable, and his perspective of things from being a player, it helps a lot, with people to understand how certain issues are when it comes to athletes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're Shannon Sharp, you see Skip get 8. That has to be your starting. That has to be a starting point, right?
If I'm Shannon, I would hope I can get $8 million a year, but let's just be honest. He's not as established as somebody like Skip Bayless is, so he's not going to get. He can get like about 5, most definitely.
What you think, B?
Those numbers are because of Shannon.
I agree.
Just think it. You think they're gonna put another white dude across from him?
No. They tried that with when like you said, we bought out Cold Pizza when First Take, before it became First Take, and before Stephen A was on there full time, and they was just bringing in like a merry-go-round of analysts where it was Mangini or Jay Crawford or somebody, or they would just bring, or at that time like Rob Parker or the Two Live Stews or people like that.
Trash.
Yeah, Rob Parker is terrible. I don't know why he's on TV.
Or try to bring athletes in that Skip had bias towards. But until Stephen A got there, then unfortunately, that's when First Take really got the notoriety he got, and that's why Stephen A is getting what he's getting.
Yeah,
and I look at with Shannon, obviously he's not afraid to approach any topic either, and he doesn't regret it. I think that's why Fox gave him this podcast.
Wasn't that when Jalen Rose called him was that Jalen Rose?
Jalen called Skip Water Pistol Pete. Yeah. He was never brought back on First Take.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that. I used to watch First Take, when Stephen A just be on there like once or twice a week.
Right.
And those days were the most entertaining shows. Somebody that really goes at Skip and doesn't really care. Those are the people, that makes the show interesting. Because, Skip is like extremely biased and he has the most craziest takes on everything. So you need somebody that's going to go at him and that actually has some type of personality that clicks with his as well. And it's funny how Shannon, my opinion, I think Shannon works with him a little bit better than Stephen A. Smith did.
I agree because I look at it with Shannon. Go ahead. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's like a playback or something.
Yeah,
I thought I wasn't hearing things, but
I thought I was tripping, fam.
Oh, okay.
No, but I think Shannon, you got to wonder because obviously now Shannon has the Club Shay Shay podcast, and he's getting obviously a lot of big names on there. He just had Master P on there yesterday. He's had Ross, of course. He's had, he had Warren Sapp. We brought it up on Calling Out Names, the Warren Sapp episode, when they discussed the whole Randy Moss situation when he was with the Raiders. Will, check this out. So Warren Sapp was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and he asked, and they was telling Kerry Collins, who was quarterback of the Raiders at the time. Well, I'll let Nick tell it because it was his story, man.
So Shannon asked him about the time when he was, him and Randy was there at the same time. And he was like, he said that
when Sapp was with the Raiders.
Sapp was with the Raiders, Randy Moss was there at the same time. So he's like, how was it when Randy was over there? He said they used to just have Randy just running 9 routes all day. And then he was like, for some reason, Kerry Collins wouldn't throw him the ball. Kerry Collins would see Randy Moss open, or see somebody like close to him and still wouldn't pass him the ball. Randy Moss, everybody knows he has a catch named after him because he can catch the ball over 3 or 4 people if he wants to at the same time. And he's in single coverage, and you're not going to throw the ball to Randy Moss. That's the reason why Kerry Collins is terrible.
That's a dumb quarterback.
Oh, the dumbest quarterback in history.
Well, with the Penn State, what you expect?
Well,
I'm throwing Randy Moss the ball every time he one-on-one.
I mean, Randy Moss said he could be triple cover. Just throw it.
yeah, it's Randy Moss.
But I digress.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp's podcast is very interesting. It's very interesting.
I found out something else that's interesting. This news that broke late last night. This is off basketball, but this is on a serious note. You know, we did our episode remembering Kobe, Gigi, and the others who lost on January 26th of last year.
Yeah.
The news came out last night. The judge ruled in favor of Vanessa Bryant that those sheriffs who exposed the pictures of Kobe and Gigi publicly to others, their names are going to be exposed to the public.
They should.
Real soon, and it should have been.
They should.
And I can't wait because they're going to be on calling out names. But I just want to give Vanessa a shout out for that.
Those dudes are trash.
And for keeping the fight.
That's trash.
And speaking of women, yesterday was International Women's Day. So real quick, I just want to salute a lot of women. We're a sports show, but we want to salute a lot of women, especially in the sports sector, who are making big moves. You owner like Jeannie Buss, or you a superstar like Candace Parker or Serena or Naomi Osaka, or you're young and up and coming like Chineye Ogwumike, who's now became the first WNBA player to be in a commercial that wasn't about the WNBA yesterday. WNBA just started, and the NBA just started a partnership with DoorDash, and she's the new spokesperson for that ad.
Wait. So you mean to tell me there's never been out of all the good WNBA players?
She's the first one in the last 10 years. That's what I saw. That's what
Candace
I saw.
Parker never had a commercial that didn't involve the WNBA?
No, but she's the first one in the last 10 years.
Oh, the team. Oh, okay.
It's been a decade since. I think Candace Parker had a McDonald's ad.
She did.
Candace Parker had a McDonald's ad, but Shanae's the first WNBA player in the last 10 years to have an ad to do a commercial that just wasn't about the WNBA.
Right.
Wow.
Or you be an owner like Jeannie Buss. You can call or be on TV like Jamel and Carrie Champion and all these others. So I just want to salute all the women in sports who are making power moves. Yesterday was International Women's Day, and obviously we weren't on air, so we want to salute them today.
Salute.
So, gentlemen, let's talk some NBA.
Uh-oh.
Let's recap the All-Star Sunday.
My team won.
Team LeBron defeated Team Durant. No Durant, obviously. And Team LeBron won every quarter, which means they won $3.5 million in charity to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Kevin Durant's charity that he paid for, they got $500,000 for participating, but they didn't win any quarters. All the money went to the Thurgood Marshall Fund because of Team LeBron. Giannis was the MVP, although we can argue Steph or Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it should have been Steph.
But I get it. Giannis went perfect.
Could have went Dame.
Could have went either way.
But the best part of that game was seeing Dame and Steph basically have a three-point shootout in the middle of the All-Star game.
No, when Dame pulled up behind half court.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And he shot like it was a regular shot.
I was like, come on, man. And Steph was like, okay, I see you.
Hey,
Like,
you know, it's a funny fact. Damian Lillard makes that shot at 40%.
that's true. And he shoots it like it's a normal jump shot.
That's ridiculous. I mean, you don't have to shoot that shot that often, but the fact of that, you know, you can pretty much almost make it every single time is ridiculous.
And he won a game on like a 35-footer here.
Yep.
Yeah, ask Paul George. Sorry, Nick. But we wasn't the Clipper at the time.
Hey,
He wasn't
the Clippers.
with the Clippers at the time.
Yeah.
I was talking about the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that was just a good part. And then I love what I saw from, obviously, just all the HBCU love there. You had Grambling State band introducing Team Durant. You had the FAMU band introducing Team LeBron. By the way, shout out, you saw the news with LeBron and FAMU. Have y'all seen this news?
Yeah, with the collaboration, yeah, that's pretty dope.
FAMU just became a Nike school, but they're going to be the first school that's Team LeBron.
Oh, that's dope.
So they're all going to wear, so all the FAMU are going to be having LeBrons on.
Somebody going to figure out a way to hate on that, but it's all good.
Just like they're hating on the fact that he decided to keep his COVID, if he takes the vaccine private.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Pause the NBA on NBC quick, B. So LeBron pre-media, before the All-Star game, he was asked about taking the vaccine. And he came out and said, that's something private I need to discuss with my family. He heard what Adam Silver said. Adam Silver said if it becomes available for him, he's going to take it and he'll take it publicly and he'll say it. LeBron saying that he wants to discuss it, with his family, which I had no problem with. But I heard some people who were like disappointed that he's not coming out saying, go take the vaccine, because I heard yesterday Mason and Ramona, they was disappointed. I heard Stephen A. and Max today on First Take saying that you have with his power and with his name, he understand where he's coming from. As Stephen A. said it, because he went and got vaccinated today. But at this time, it's not a time for you to be private. I want to get all you guys' thoughts on it. I had no problem with LeBron. If he wants to keep it private now, he wants to tell people after he has it, that's his thing. But should he be criticized because he's not going out being gung-ho saying he wants to take the vaccine?
No, who cares? To be honest, like if he wants to keep it to himself that he's gonna take this vaccine or not, then who cares? It doesn't matter what stature he's at, and a lot of these people that are criticizing him, they don't realize, the history behind some of this stuff that happened.
Talk that talk, Nick.
Hey,
I was trying to find a way to answer that question without bringing that up.
they need to look up Tuskegee experiment. That's the reason why a lot of black people do not trust these vaccines, and it's completely understandable.
Explain to it, brother Nick.
Syphilis.
It was syphilis. They were injecting black people with syphilis, and they was basically using them as lab rats.
Yep.
Yep. And they only specifically went after them.
Go ahead, Mark.
I get it. I get why people might be upset because LeBron does have that power and influence. But at the end of the day, it's his right to either take it, not take it, keep it private, not keep it private. And to me, when I heard that, all I heard was, "No, I'm not taking it."
Pretty much, like that's why I said, who cares?
Yeah, that's all I heard.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to announce to the world. You don't have to announce to the world that you're gonna be. That was nice.
That's good.
Yeah, that you
Skills, man.
That you're gonna yeah, that was cold. Oh, okay.
Shout out after we called him out.
Shout out to Dudley McLaughlin.
After we saw him on TV, I feel like.
Yeah,
yeah. That's funny.
Excited after you finished playing that 10-day with the Timberwolves.
Nah, but that there's no reason why anybody should take any type of criticism for saying they're not going to take a vaccine.
Right.
At the end of the day, this is your body. If you feel as if you don't want to take a vaccine, then don't take it. And if you choose to take it, go ahead. And you don't have to tell anybody with either decision.
Yep.
You can just go ahead and take the vaccine on his own and not tell a soul. Mm-hmm. It ain't nobody business.
I'm 100%. I had no issue with his comment, and I think anybody who did needs to just really chill.
It's because it's LeBron. Everything LeBron does gets blown out of proportion.
Oh, of course. No, that's not a fact. Which one?
Annihilators.
Okay. Well, just ranchers.
Oh, the ranchers, that's even better. Appreciate it.
Okay, so
Pause.
let's recap all the festivities that happened before the game, and obviously at halftime. That was the competitions.
You call that competition?
Well, let me ask you real quick. What did y'all think about the whole All-Star being just on a one-day thing? Now I know TNT's not going to have that because they want that money for the whole weekend from the Rising Stars game Friday night, All-Star Saturday.
Hated it.
I did too.
I hated everything about that.
The dunk contest was one of the worst dunk contests I've ever seen.
Oh, please believe we got to discuss that. So
that was so trash.
So the skills competition, we all had me, Mark, and Ben had Chris Paul winning, and he had a bye into the second round.
Luka did,
and so did Luka. Both of them had it, and go figure, both of them end up being eliminated by the two finalists,
by the two big men. Pause.
And if it's crazy because that's been the trend over the past few years. Like I think Porzingis won it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think the Joker won it one year.
I think he won it last year, didn't he? Oh, well, was it last year? Year before? One of them two.
It was last year. And then so Domantas Sabonis and Nikola Vucevic were the finalists, and my guy Sabonis got the W.
Oh yeah.
So he's trying to prove why he shouldn't have been snubbed. Okay, 3-point contest. Now here's the thing: Nick obviously gets a mulligan because he picked Devin Booker, and Devin Booker had to withdraw on 48 hours before the contest due to injury.
Yeah.
But Mark, and Ben picked Steph, but it wasn't. But it was close. Mike Conley. Shout out to Mike Conley. Played at his first All-Star weekend, and he basically almost stole the show. But Steph's like, let me start. Let me show y'all.
Well, it's about time he finally won one. I think he lost like two of them.
Two of them already.
Yeah, he lost. He lost one. He lost
one to Clay,
and he lost one to Joe Harris.
Yep.
In his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Harris can shoot.
Yeah.
I know I won him on the Lakers, but I get it.
Hey, wasn't it crazy seeing Curry and LeBron on the same team?
And that's the first time that's ever happened.
And I told somebody that yesterday. I'm like, the NBA better hope that combination never happens because that's a scary combo right there.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
It was only for about 5 minutes, but it was crazy.
And LeBron, they never been on a team together. Either was it Team USA, All-Star Game, AAU, whatever.
You don't give somebody a dude like LeBron somebody that can shoot the 3-pointer like that.
Oh my God,
it's unfair.
And as we go over to the dunk contest, we talked about it. Oh boy.
For what?
Cassius Stanley should have won, I think.
By the way, I should save the judges. I'm calling out names real quick on the judges. What was y'all thinking giving Cassius Stanley a 40-something on that first dunk?
That was a 50.
And Dominique gave him an 8. Now I get Dominique, man. I get you probably done every dunk. You've seen every dunk. You probably perfected every dunk. But come on, man. And Cassius Stanley made that first dunk look pretty easy.
He really did.
That's probably why he only gave him a 46.
Yeah.
There wasn't no emotion to it or nothing. It was just
another day at the office.
And they said Anthony Simmons did a kiss the rim.
He didn't. No, he didn't. He was good. He was going to, but he was like, I don't think so.
Man, look, if he would have kissed the rim, he would have broke his teeth.
Someone would have said he would have probably been put in COVID protocol if he would have did that.
Hey, to an extent, he would have.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like he was playing.
By the way, was that 18 total dunks in the total dunk contest with guys who competed? Because Cassius Stanley's never been dunked in the NBA game. He dunked in the G League.
That shows you where we're at with the.
He should have been in Duke.
This is a weird year because nobody wanted to participate in anything.
But this is
because it was dumb because you got everything going on basically before the game, in the middle of the game, so everybody's like, no, which is understandable. I would have said the same thing. I'm cool. I'll holler at y'all next year.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, also, that this is not new. LeBron never did a dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
Zion said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm playing in the game. Ja Morant didn't do the dunk contest. We've had many guys who've been offered this opportunity who've basically turned it down. I think the gift and the curse was to me the greatest dunk contest ever was Vince Carter. And I think dudes have seen that and they've been pretty scared because the bar was raised pretty high by Vince in 2000.
That was the best dunk contest?
I don't think that's the best dunk contest.
Okay, best individual performance in the dunk contest.
Was it?
I mean, to me,
I don't know.
What, the arm in the rim?
Well, that and the reverse 360, the 360 windmill.
Look,
that was dope.
I'm gonna be honest with you. All that is dope, but I just rewatched that dunk contest with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
Well, that's the best dunk contest.
That was pretty ridiculous to watch. They did some insane dunks. That Aaron Gordon dunk was insane.
Didn't Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have a?
Yeah,
that one was dope. That one was extremely dope.
What's going on here?
I mean, that was. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Jordan did the original kiss the rim, which is the prettiest dunk I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that dunk contest was ridiculous.
So look at it. I don't know what Michael Thompson. He's been saying this for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he up the bread in the dunk contest because I think they get like 500,000 charity, whatever. If they say they up the bread to like $1 million or some, put some mills in.
For them or for charity? Wait, is all this for charity? Do they get paid for the game?
Yeah, they get paid for
it.
it.
They get paid. But obviously, if they put like $1 million, in the pot for the player, and they probably put another meal for charity. But I don't think you're not. But you're not going to get any big names.
NBA is not gonna put that much money into the dunk contest.
They should, because that's one of the most exciting parts of the All-Star Weekend.
I also think that's the part of the All-Star Weekend that if they just went away with, wouldn't nobody care about it.
Why aren't people? That's true. Why aren't people? Why they don't want to be in the contest?
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the main stars aren't dunking like that no more. Let's just be honest. A lot of them don't dunk anymore.
And I just think, I think some people just are. I don't want to say I'm scared, but I just think.
Yeah, they are.
I don't want to say it, but it sounds like the upside.
No, they're scared of losing. But you know what really messed the dunk contest up was for like about you know who messed it up? Nate Robinson.
Why you say that?
Because a few of those Nate Robinson won, he shouldn't have won. Like, don't get me wrong. Like
he's won 3. So I'm assuming you're talking about either the first one. I know to me he shouldn't have won the first one. I thought that should have been Iguodala.
Yes.
Well, that was the second.
That
one.
was the second.
The
one.
first one he jumped over Spud.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was when Iguodala AI threw the ball off the back of the backboard, and Iguodala came running from the locker room and he caught it. And he went under and he boom and he just zoomed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Matter of fact, I remember because I think Kobe was helping him with that dunk. He was telling him, and they gave it to Nate because obviously he's 5'9".
Yeah.
Then the second one was when he defeated Dwight and he jumped over Dwight, the whole Superman Lex Luthor thing, and then the following year he repeated because he beat DeRozan. DeRozan
was mad about that. DeRozan said that he stopped participating in the dunk contest because he said. It got to the point where he said, "What's it really about? Is it about what the style of dunk that you're doing, or like your actual dunking, or is it over the fact of you jumping over this and just doing a dunk?" Because he's like, these dudes are like they jumping over stuff, but they're doing regular dunks, and that's real. And the dunk contest is all about what your dunk is. Like that's what made what Aaron Gordon did so crazy. He jumped over somebody. And did like some old crazy.
He put it between his legs like he was sitting down.
Yeah, and then dunked.
Yeah.
That was crazy. You know how much you got to jump, how you got to jump to do something crazy like that.
By the way, if I was Aaron Gordon, Dwayne Wade better never speak to me again in life.
Man, I don't even pay attention to Dwayne Wade.
He didn't mess it up.
Who messed it? Who messed it up?
Jumping over the Kia.
That messed it up.
It was getting to the point where it was getting watered down.
It really was.
It was getting watered down before that.
And technically, he didn't jump over the car. He jumped really over the hood, and remember when he caught the nod from Barron, he landed on his feet on top of the hood.
And you know why that happened? Because what's his name? Baron Davis lobbed the ball wrong. He was supposed to do a different dunk, and he said it. He talked about it, and Baron Davis said it. Baron Davis said he lobbed the ball wrong. He was supposed to do a different dunk. He was supposed to do like some type of windmill or something when he jumped.
Speaking of Blake Griffin,
Did he barely get over the hood?
I mean, he was over it, but you can tell like when they brought that up, you can see where Baron Davis threw the lob wrong, and you can see he low-key had to adjust to the lob.
Like someone suggested, get these guys who be in these amateur dunk contests we see on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
guys like remember that show TNT had the Dunk King a few years ago?
Yeah.
Where they had a bunch of amateur dunk.
That when they was jumping on the trampoline?
No. These are real like
they professional dunkers.
Dunkers you see on YouTube from like Europe and all over the country.
Yeah, I'd rather see that.
Oh, that's way more exciting.
I'd rather see something exciting than these people. In all honesty, I didn't know these people that was in the
Well,
You weren't the
they
only
were
one.
all rookies. Well, Simon's a second-year guy, but they were both rookies. And like I said, Cassius Stanley, he hasn't played in an NBA game. He's been in the G League all year.
And it's funny that you brought the G League up. If you the G League, they have their All-Star game as well.
Yeah.
The G League has dunk contests too, and the G League dunk contest is off the chain. I've seen a few of those. They're way more exciting than the ones they have that they show up on TNC. Yeah. There was one for like 2 or 3 years ago. It was really good. It was a very good dunk contest. It looked like how a dunk contest is supposed to be.
And the best dunk contest is the one with Jordan and Dominique Wilkins.
I can say that because it's most like off the simple fact of how legendary that duel was in general. Like those were the dunkers during that time.
Let's just bury the hatchet. Did Dominique get robbed? Will, why not?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad when somebody say yeah.
I'm not mad if somebody say yeah, but I don't think he got robbed either.
I would. I'm not mad at the decision after I watched it a gang of times.
I watch it every year.
And it's like, I feel as if, maybe it was probably a this much Jordan bias, but not enough to really make me be like, he won
They was in
this was Jordan.
It was in Chicago.
Never mind, Jordan bias kicked right on in.
The one
That settled that.
When Jordan won, it was in Chicago.
They set up that one.
And Dominique defeated Kenny Smith in the 90s.
Hey, did Kenny Smith win the 3-point contest?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I was about to say he was only.
He said he wanted to. He tried to do smart than being the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout. Said he'll never do that again.
Oh yeah.
I think Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have a dunk contest now.
Man, please. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Speaking of dunk contest, we talked about Blake Griffin. He's got a new home, yo.
Oh man.
He said Brooklyn. He said no sleep till Brooklyn. He's now a Brooklyn net.
Hey, why John say yo? Because he's going to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said it. Hey,
So, yo, son.
somebody online said they turned into the Brooklyn Thunder Clips.
That is wrong.
I was like, yo, they showed the picture of everybody had Blake Griffin over there with DeAndre Jordan.
Oh man, hold on.
Durant and Harden. That shit was funny.
Oh man, they really are. Because you think about it, GJ, Blake, Harden,
Yeah.
Durant. Kyrie, the only one that didn't play for either the Thunders or the Clippers, and technically he would have been drafted by the Clippers if they didn't trade for Barron.
You know what's crazy is the fact Blake Griffin got drafted 2 picks before James Harden. No, was it 1 pick?
No, it was 2 picks.
It was 2 picks. Yeah,
It was him, then Hasheem to beat.
the worst. He's probably the worst draft pick
Yeah, he
ever.
was trash.
Bro,
he's not.
he went to the G League.
Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett's the worst pick.
No, bro, listen to what I just said. They sent him to the G League before he came to the NBA.
You're the number 2 pick.
And you're the number 2 pick.
Anthony Bennett's career is over 3 games into his career.
At least he didn't get sent before he played in the NBA. They knew off. Look, they did one practice and was like, no, you have to go over there to the G League.
I think Hassan Thabit played more games than Anthony Bennett.
I don't. You know something?
I wonder where is he at right
He
now.
probably has. I'm not even gonna deny that.
Who Anthony Bennett?
No, Hasheem to beat. I mean,
He playing.
I'm about to look it up right now.
He playing in the adult league.
Yeah, he's over there at YMCA somewhere.
so but talk about Blake. Does this now that everyone is ready to put Brooklyn basically in the finals, say they're the favorite?
They were saying that when they got James Harden.
But does this make them the favorite? By
No.
the way, yeah, we got to talk about James Harden later. Stupid Pat Riley.
Oh yeah, Pat Riley's an idiot. Where is
Does
he
this
right
make
now?
them the favorite? Does Blake Griffin make them just a clear-cut favorite to win the title?
No.
I don't think Blake Griffin addresses anything Brooklyn needed.
Hey, so before we continue,
What's up?
I just found out where the beat is.
Where is he?
He is playing basketball in the P League.
The Pacific League? Whoa, was that the Pacific League?
Look, for I can't even say this name, Hasensu Lioneers of the P League.
What the heck is the?
I've never heard of that before in my life.
What the heck is the? Man, come
The
on.
P League is a Taiwanese men's professional
Oh,
basketball
so he's
league.
over in Taiwan.
He's in a league that got founded last year.
And he's been out the league what? 10 years?
This dude got drafted number 2 overall.
Yeah. That's probably he's probably the worst pick to ever come out of UConn.
And he's playing with PPs in the league.
Wait, what?
Stop it, man. Let's recap when B get back. We got to recap the first half. But Steve wrong, man. Leave the Taiwanese league alone, man.
I don't even know.
We got to recap the first half of the season.
Oh,
man.
never mind. I can't say that on the show.
But Nick found Hasheem to beat.
Wrong show.
Yeah,
He'll tell you about
Get us canceled.
He'll tell you about the league he plays in tomorrow. No rules. Nah.
Okay,
See now.
there you go.
See there. Now here we go.
There you go.
So first half. Let's do a recap.
Raiders is the coach of football.
Yo.
Y'all know Coach? I know y'all know Coach.
Yeah.
The record label.
Yo.
Hey,
That's the football graveyard.
Yo.
please.
He's
The
hit.
only nigga who went over there and career took off after that.
Nobody.
Except
Game.
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 The game was on Koch?
Game was on couch.
I'm talking about the Raiders.
Oh,
People that done left that went up over there. Rich Gannon.
Just Rich Gannon only one. I know they got an MVP like in the last decade.
Somebody just won the Super Bowl. Somebody just won the Super Bowl that left the Raiders.
Antonio Brown never played
Technically, he never played a game
He never played a
for the
game
Raiders.
for us.
He was a Raider. He suited up.
Good point.
I seen him in a Raider uniform.
Yeah, he didn't. He never played. He never played a down
By the way, Nick Foster asked who drafted to beat. He was drafted number 2 by the Memphis Grizzlies.
by the Memphis Grizzlies.
in 2009.
man, they saw 7-6 and said,
No, they saw him getting like 6 blocks a game. That's what they saw.
They thought maybe him and Marcus All could be like the new Twin Towers, and boy, were they wrong.
Yeah, they would have had the slowest front court in history.
So first half, let's talk about the first half, man. They slower than
Okay.
two turtles. First half, let's do some recaps. Who's been the rookie of the year? And I think
Turtles, LaMelo.
LaMelo,
Easy.
It's not even close.
has he
LaMelo,
exceeded
easy.
your expectations? Has
No.
he exceeded your expectations?
Yeah.
No, he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do.
For me, he's scoring more than I thought he was.
What you think, Will? Did you think he was going to be this good? B, did you think LaMelo was going to be this good so far?
Well, that's the thing. When they was in high school, even when Zoe was a senior and LaMelo was a freshman, they were saying Melo was the best player.
LeVar Ball's always said he was the best player.
Everybody said that. But I didn't think he was going to be this much of a scorer this fast.
I did. What caught me off guard was how good of a defender he is.
Which
That's
if
what
you-
caught me off
but if
guard.
you
Well,
think-
but
if you
think
think
about
about it,
Lonzo's a good defender.
Zoe's
though.
a good defender.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't expect him to be. He's basically as good a defender as Lonzo is.
You didn't think his deep was gonna be that good?
I would never say that.
You see, there you go, man. No rules tomorrow, 6 p.m. Ill Will, Mark, Ben ready. Yeah, just gave y'all a shameless
Yo.
plug. Just gave y'all a shameless plug. On.
Eddie said, "Nah, hell no."
Why'd you even say that?
That's what he talking about.
Nah,
No, we're talking about defense.
So niggas don't say they were playing D.
nah, I don't.
No, son.
I don't.
I don't either.
I seen the beat playing with nothing.
Stop.
P League.
PP League. All right, come on, Doc. What's the next question?
Most improved player. Whose game step?
Most improved player. I'll probably have to say Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Yes.
I'm going Jaylen Brown.
I can go with Jaylen Brown too. However, do y'all remember with John? Will, you might remember this too, because you in our group chat too. When people in our group chat was saying Kyle Kuzma and Zach LaVine was the same player.
Ooh, who said that?
It had. I think.
Way better than I remember.
Kuzma better than who?
Go ahead. You say the names, John. Go ahead, because it was 2 of y'all. Go ahead.
Wait. Somebody's what?
You know it was Laker fans.
John, I know you did not say that.
Next topic, please.
No way.
And who else?
Probably Bass. It was either Bass or Ronnie. I can't
Oh
remember,
my
man.
goodness.
It was either Bass or Ronnie. That's all I can tell you.
That Laker
I can't remember.
Laker pride is something else.
Yo, me and Fat hit me up on the side and said, "Yo, what's wrong with these?"
Huh?
Hey, man. I just had some habit that day. Forgive me. I just picked the moms. I
pick-
just
you
went
picked
picked the
up a
moms.
habit?
I just picked the moms from LAX and I went to the habit. Forgive me, man.
Oh. Man.
But I think it was either me. I know it was me. I think it was either Bass or Ronnie. It was. I guarantee it was Bass though.
Man,
I
look.
guarantee it was Bass though. 'Cause
Look,
Ronnie don't like Kuzma, dude.
Look, I've heard Laker fans say that at one point Kuzma was better than Jason Tatum. And I was like, y'all have lost y'all mind.
That was John Ireland who said that crap.
I've heard that numerous times. I'm
Man.
like, that is ridiculous.
Let's slow down. He's
He's
not better than and Jason Tatum still says he's better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he is. So you said most improved. I got Jaylen Brown.
Who's been the defensive player of the year?
Somebody on the Nets.
They play defense?
You see, I didn't even comment on that. It's probably end up being Rudy Gobert again.
See, I'm gonna go with someone who some people are saying it, but this is not getting attention. Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons most definitely is a great defender, and I've heard people say. I remember, was it last year? People were saying he has potential to be a defensive player of the year before he has the potential to win an MVP.
And he had
course.
potential getting traded for James Harden if the Rockets weren't stupid. But
I'll go with Ben Simmons on that too.
coach of the year,
Coach of the year most definitely go to Utah's coach.
Quinn Snyder,
Yeah, he most definitely has to win it.
former Laker assistant, he just went to Duke.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's most definitely off the simple fact of people. Nobody expected them to have the best record in the West right now, well, best record in the league, and they playing pretty well, but we all know what's gonna happen to them in the playoffs. So
I said I thought Quinn Snyder too, but then I listened to Mark Jackson yesterday on the Keyshawn Morning Show, and and I totally forgot about this guy.
Who?
Monty Williams, Phoenix.
I can see that.
Yeah,
By the way, we don't talk MVP, but I want to give a. Should Chris Paul get MVP votes for what he's done in the last two teams? I know he doesn't have the numbers.
he should. He should most definitely have top 10 votes, in my personal opinion. Off the simple fact of, let's just be honest. Would OKC went to the playoffs last year without Chris Paul? No. Would the Clippers even been as good as they were if they wouldn't have got Chris Paul? No. Would Phoenix be in the position they are without Chris Paul? No.
No.
This dude goes to your team. Hey, look, I'll leave it like this. He was with the Rockets for 2 years. Their first year up over there, they had the best record in the league, and they was playing defense, and they was a bad injury away from possibly going to the finals.
Or not shooting so many threes. But anyway,
That's because he wasn't there. I blame James Harden for that one.
I got coach of the year, man. I'm gonna give it to. I think this dude needs some more recognition as Coach Spo.
Has he ever won? He's not won coach of the year ever, too.
Nope.
By the way, the coach of the year voting sometimes could be a death wish because you usually you get fired, like Billy Donovan.
That's because of
Or no,
not Billy Donovan. What's his name? Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey, George Karl. But yeah, Spo again, man.
Shout out to Coach Spo, man.
Yeah.
Six
Who?
man of the year.
He died?
Who? Spoelstra.
George Karl?
No, he's still here.
No, he's still here.
Yo, fam, what's up,
Man.
Yo,
He is still with us, man.
Yo, fam, what's wrong?
He was just on the last dance, man.
Show over.
Now it's breaking news.
Breaking news.
Oh man,
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, all those who are watching and listening.
Please don't.
George Karl is still alive, people.
George Karl is all right.
He was just he survived. We all know he had a public battle with throat cancer, and he survived. Shout out to his son Kobe Karl. He's the coach of the South Bay Lakers. Jerry Sloan just passed.
Jerry Sloan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jerry Sloan.
He had
Rest in peace, Jerry Sloan.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, when he said that, I said, yo, wait a minute.
he just knows he knew it was a coach that lost to Jordan in the finals. That's all it was, Will.
Last week.
Huh?
What week was that when he was on the
Last week.
Last week.
Week before that one, too.
The other week before
Yep.
that, he was on his Pepe Le Pew.
Nah.
Hey man, I know y'all gonna talk about that tomorrow.
John was wild. John been wild the last month.
Come on. I know y'all gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna leave the Pepe Le Pew story alone, man.
Yeah.
MVP. Who's six man first? Six man.
Oh, it's Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson.
Not even close.
Yeah, and he still was, but he's still not an all-star. And I say that, and that's no disrespect to JC, but he's good, but he's not an all-star. So
Wait,
now,
I'm about to say, who said he's an all-star?
Charles Barkley
Charles
did.
Barkley.
Remember? I put calling out names.
Please.
And MVP.
Joel Embiid.
Dang it.
Joel Embiid.
Dang it.
It's most definitely Joel Embiid.
It's hard. It's hard not to go.
He's saying it is difficult not to pick LeBron James as MVP, but Joel Embiid is having a great year, and I guarantee he's probably going to win it because he'll be the first center. Can y'all name the last center who won MVP?
Shaq.
Exactly, that's it. Ain't no center won MVP since Shaq.
And they said if they keep this up, he'll be the first person over 7 foot to average 30 or more since Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic.
He'll be
He
third.
been balling.
He'll be third.
He's not going to win MVP.
He'll be third.
He balling though.
Yeah, he is.
LeBron gonna be second again,
Yeah.
and Embiid's gonna win. I don't, but I know how the narrative is.
I'll leave it like this. LeBron is still putting up good numbers, but LeBron, like for him to win, there was something where they showed where he's not like in like a lot of statistical categories right now. He's not like even like top 5 in. And they said it's difficult for MVP has never won who wasn't even like top 10 in at least like 2 or 3 of these categories, and he's not like top 10 in any of them. No, I don't think he's top 10 in scoring.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, there's a lot of people scoring a lot of points this year.
Because
a lot of points this year. Well, Bradley Beal,
Beal.
right? Yeah, and I think he averaging like 32, something like that. He can't do nothing else besides that, but it's all good.
So, what are y'all looking forward to in the second half of the season?
For to see what teams are for real.
Mark, what you looking for the second half?
When LeBron start to get serious about basketball, because I think he's doing this coasting.
He really is. Give me a big name y'all think moves at the trade deadline.
Victor Oladipo. We
Yeah.
talked about it in the chat.
Yeah, Oladipo.
I think he's going to the Lakers.
Oladipo, he's out of there. Andre Drummond, he's gonna be gone.
I think Andre Drummond could be with the Lakers too.
Sure is.
Yeah,
I think he has to get bought out though.
I think DeMar DeRozan might get traded. I don't know where, but but his name keeps getting brought up in a lot
It
of
wouldn't
trade
shock
rumors.
me if he try to come back west because obviously we know he just lost his pops.
But remember, I said before I even found out that it was he was getting traded. I heard the Lakers trying to put together a package for DeMar DeRozan.
It wouldn't, and like I said, I don't think it would shock me. You know, we all know he just lost his pops. His pops just passed, and he might want to be closer to his family now. You know, he's been open about his battles with his mental health and everything, and obviously, knowing being a person who has lost their pops in the last couple of years, I know what he's going through. So it wouldn't shock me if he tries to be closer to his moms and stuff. But he's probably going to be he's definitely going to get calls from other teams.
Yeah.
Spurs definitely going to get calls from other teams.
LeBron's 12th in scoring.
Yeah.
12?
Yeah, that's not going to get MVP. Who's been the biggest surprise? This for
Player wise or team?
okay, give me a player who's been the biggest surprise. So y'all say LaMelo?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think Zach LaVine was going. He put up 20. He averaging 28, 29.
He's at 28.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to do that this year.
Oh,
Zion.
Man, hey, I've been the main person telling people that Zion is going to be
And
Zion. He's most definitely.
I actually like James Harden with the Nets.
James Harden with the Nets is most
He's
definitely
gonna get-
is working way better than I thought it would, and he might win MVP behind
He's
that.
going to get MVP consideration, definitely.
Yeah.
I think this might be the best we've seen James Harden play, like overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. James Harden. James Harden is looking like
That's because he's playing the same role he did in OKC.
James Harden is showing why the point guard that he
really is.
He's balling.
Mine was Julius Randle.
Yeah,
Yes,
Jules is
most
balling.
definitely. I wasn't expecting that. I have to agree with that.
And I'm a little biased because he was a former Laker.
Nah, there's nothing to be biased about.
But I did not see this.
Nah, I don't think nobody did. He would have got more. He would have most definitely got a longer contract from somebody if he did.
Which makes my biggest surprise for a team that was basically like a walking joke
Oh, the
in the
Knicks.
early stages of sports for you, and that's the Knicks.
Oh yeah, the Knicks are. Yeah, you can't. Look, I haven't said nothing bad about the Knicks all year.
I don't think we've said nothing bad about
We
the Knicks
haven't.
since the
There's no
early
reason to.
episodes of
We
sports for
haven't.
you.
There's no
Yeah,
reason to. They're
yeah.
playing very good.
Leon Rose, Thibodeau,
Worldwide West.
Steve Stout, all getting Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett's been playing
But
well.
the Knicks have to keep Julius Randle.
They have to. If they get rid of
He's a
Julius
free agent.
Randle,
He's
they
a
are
free agent
crazy.
after this year. They have to pay him.
They have to keep him.
They have to pay him. Luka? Nah.
No.
He having a good year, but nah. I think my most disappointing player will probably be Jamal Murray. I was expecting more from him coming off the bubble.
I'm with you on there. I thought he would just take that momentum and let it carry to be. I'm really disappointed he didn't be. Thought he'd be an all-star this year.
Yeah.
So I'll agree with you there. Jamal Murray has been a disappointment.
I mean, he's averaging like 22, but like
It's a 22 that doesn't stand. It's like a empty stat.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest with y'all. I've been following Jamal Murray for a long time, and he's like the bubble got people. You know, don't get me wrong. He was balling over there, but the bubble got people thinking that he's better than what he is. He's a very good player. Do not get me wrong, But he has like just how he had those 50-point games and all that. He's had plenty of games where he's had like 8, 9.
Yeah.
You know, and you know he's a streaky shooter. So pause. Yeah, that was bad.
Disappointing team.
Disappointing team is what team I can say is very disappointing.
Mark just ended on it. The Denver Nuggets.
No, I don't think they're disappointing.
I do. Because number one, they have been totally inconsistent because you would think all the momentum they gained in the bubble, with how they beat Utah in 7, coming back on your Clippers 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
They got to the conference finals. Obviously, they ran into LeBron. It happens. But I just thought they would take that momentum and just go up another level. Did losing Jeremy Grant make that big of a deal?
Yeah. Because Jeremy Grant he's a very versatile defender, and it made Michael Porter Jr. step into a role that he's honestly not ready for yet. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, the momentum they built in the bubble, it really wasn't momentum. It was more so teams losing. They didn't win those series. It was more so these teams lost this series. Because in each series, both Utah and the Clippers, they had opportunities to just go ahead and just be like, all right, let's get them out of here, and they couldn't step up the way they needed to. So they were the benefit of two teams that pretty much crumbled.
Interesting.
Nick Foster said if the Lakers somehow get the number 1 seed, he think LeBron gonna win MVP.
I still don't think. I think it's too late.
I think it's too late too.
35 games. That's a lot in 35 games. Doing 35 games. LeBron's not finna.
And
They don't care about the number 1 seed, unfortunately.
That don't matter.
It don't matter.
No
And it shouldn't matter. I want to go to another. We talked about a couple weeks ago with the Timberwolves. We called them out.
Trash.
How they fired Ryan Saunders, who we know the son of Flip Saunders, and they went and hired another coach instead of promoting someone from within the current coaching staff. Now they just dogged the greatest player in Timberwolves history. Now Ben Reddy's brought this topic up during the summer about more minority ownership in sports. And we all talked about the story that Kevin Garnett was trying to buy the Minnesota Timberwolves. KG posted on Instagram last week that his bid to buy the Timberwolves is over. And he thanked Glenn Taylor, the current owner, for being the true person that he knew he already was, not give him a chance to legitimately buy the team. And now he's thinking about trying to move his ownership group to either start it. Well, we got some breaking news. Go ahead, just go to the newsroom with producer Ben Ready.
We got Heat Center.
Huh?
The Heat Center.
I think I know where you're going.
Bam Adebayo?
No.
Myers Leonard?
Will be away from the team indefinitely after using
Cocaine.
slur on video game stream live.
Wait, say what now?
Let's talk about the story.
What
the story.
What happened?
Let me update the story.
No,
and I'm gonna
I don't think they can hear me, so you're going to say it.
Okay, let me update the story. Myers Leonard, the center from the Heat, he got in hot water today because he was on Twitch. He has a Twitch channel, and he was playing Call of Duty with some followers, and he was talking to one of the followers, and he made an anti-Semitic slur at the follower. He said, "Get off me, you effing."
He said, "Don't effing snipe me, you effing slur."
B word.
He said the N word?
He said the K word was a disrespectful. Dang.
Oh yeah, he tripping.
It was he made an anti-Semitic.
Yeah, he tripping.
So he came out with an apology.
Wait.
You can't say that.
Yo, you don't even say that in real life.
Nah, you don't say that.
I've never heard nobody say
Listen,
that. What the
look,
fuck?
Listen,
Wait,
let me tell you something. That word right there is a word that ain't. Listen,
That was the word.
he should get in super trouble behind that because
is.
that's not a word that's in your normal vocabulary.
That's a real.
That's a
racist.
racist
you
word.
You saying that on purpose?
Yeah, you really meant that.
Even if it was one of us to get into it with somebody like that, it'd be like.
Right.
So you look at the situation now. He issued an apology about 2 hours ago, and now B just had this breaking news. And I remember Myers Leonard got a lot of heat, no pun intended, from being in the bubble for
Down
not
with the bars.
for not kneeling during the anthem. But he said because his brother was in the Army. They did a profile about his brother on the Tuesday NBA on TNT show during the restart. And he obviously talked about he didn't want to kneel because he didn't want to disrespect, the troops and all that. We all know that stuff. Whatever. But this is major because obviously
I can't believe
a lot of NBA executives are a majority of NBA executives and people who work in the league office are Jewish.
Like you have to go out your way to say that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not a word that you just say every single. Like you really have to.
Like you have to know that word, know the meaning of it, and then say I'm about to disrespect. Nah,
because not everybody knows what that word is. That's crazy.
Like I'm be honest with you, if I heard that word, I'd have been like, okay.
How the heck
I don't
did
know what that is.
I'm just like, are you really kidding me? Like,
hey, that's wild. Yeah, he's crazy for that one.
Nah.
Hey, yeah.
so Myers Leonard indefinite leave. Go ahead. Well, so
he's done. Hey, look.
I would it wouldn't shock me because I think Mickey Harrison's Jewish.
Oh, he's done. My whole thing is this. Yeah, he is. He's most definitely. That right there that's out. Yeah, he's done for. Yeah, like man, that's bad.
But I'm gonna get back to this KG story, and B, I want you to chime in because you brought this up during the summer about minority ownership in the NBA. So now KG is not getting the owner basically blackballed him from having a legitimate bid to buy the team. And KG already knew what it was. He knew he couldn't trust him, but he did it anyway because he has that much love for Minnesota. So not only did you just disrespect the son of the team's greatest coach, now you done disrespected the team's greatest player. Now KG's saying he's going to try to move his ownership group to trying to start a franchise either in Vegas or Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle needs to get a team.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, they've been trying to get a team back to Seattle for a long time.
I know Russell Wilson, but I think it's definitely one in Vegas now with the Raiders and the hockey team there.
Yeah.
Baseball and NBA will be the next two sports.
I think Seattle and Vegas will get a team at the same time.
Check this out. If baseball gets a team in Vegas, they need to let Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame.
Real talk. He's telling it.
They need to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame if they're gonna let that happen.
Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame anyway, man.
I agree 1,000%. He did enough as a player to be in the Hall.
Yeah, so I think personally that's just foul. I mean, but I'm not shocked. Glenn Taylor, that's what he does. Glenn Taylor is a horrible owner.
And Myers Leonard is a horrible person.
Yeah, and they're gonna let him know about it too.
Because that right there is wild.
Yo, he wild for that.
Yeah.
But have y'all got a chance to watch the Inside the NBA documentary yet?
Which one? No,
They show it last night. Sunday night.
They've been showing it. They started showing it Thursday. They started with the Ernie Johnson part.
Oh, I did. I'm tripping. I watched it the other night. I'm tripping.
And then now, like Friday was the Kenny Smith. Saturday was Barkley. And then Sunday was Shaq.
Because it was his birthday, right?
Yeah, I watched the Shaq one.
I'm looking at that show, man. How does that show? That they're like the gold standard for shows, because I think about there's a lot of shows like try to emulate what they do, but they can't.
Like I heard somebody on there say that it started as an NBA show, but now it's kind of like a sitcom.
It is.
Yeah, like that's dope. Like when you can get the sports, you can get the jokes. You know, they go whether you agree with what they say or not, they go talk about what's going on in today's times. Like that's dope, man.
Yeah, and it was already a dope show when it was just the three of them. But, man, when they added Shaq, it just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, Shaq personality just
it just takes over.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They said Shaq almost got fired his third week on the job.
I believe it.
Yeah.
From TNT.
Yeah.
Just because he mumbled too much.
Because, Shaq had to take classes, to learn, like, basically speech classes.
And they said, and even Charles Barkley said that Shaq had this thing where everywhere he went, he was the most dominant person.
Yeah.
And they said, like, they had to tell him, like, you don't have to be that here. Like, you can just be fit in, and that's all we need.
Yeah, Shaq. You know, I mean, when you 7-1.
350.
Yeah, and you used and like pretty much every team you've been on until later on in your career, you was pretty much the best player on the team.
Until until Miami team.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Until like towards the end of your career.
Yeah.
And that was like what? Was he the best player on Miami that first year?
When they won the championship?
No, the first year
They didn't win the first year.
The first year when they lost to Detroit, Shaq was the best player. That was the year he could have got MVP over Steve Nash.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Shaq was killing that year.
Because he was motivated after the Lakers traded him.
I remember the first game Kobe had Chris Mihm. Chris Mihm had like 24 and 10. Everybody thought like Chris Mihm was about to be the next. Chris Mihm had 24 points for the rest of the year.
I was to say I don't think he even had that many points rest
Now
of the
he
year.
did. It was one game. The first game of the season.
By the way, I still hate that trade because we was really supposed to get Marcus Banks in that trade, and he did. And GP just basically said, "F you Lakers, I'm not taking my physical on time." So they had to amend the trade, and that's how we ended up getting Jermaine Jones, and Marcus Banks ended up going back to the Celtics. I hated that trade.
That's cold right there.
By the way, so today they announced the finalists for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna rapid fire some names. Y'all just say first off mine if they're a Hall of Famer or not. Will, you can join in on this one as well, bro. All right, Paul Pierce,
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Chris Bosh.
Hall of Fame.
By the way, Chris Bosh is gonna be also the subject of someone who I call out. I call out on calling out names.
What y'all think about Chris Bosh? Hall of Fame.
Yes. Yes.
He 11-time All-Star. That's people in the Hall of Fame ain't got that many All-Stars. Yeah.
I'm in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Mike, that brings my next guest.
There is no NBA Hall of Fame.
Michael Cooper.
No.
Y'all foul, man. Guess.
What?
Michael Cooper?
Michael Cooper is one of the best defensive players of all time.
So?
Sidney Moncrief is in the Hall of Fame.
Sidney Moncrief put up some good offensive numbers, too.
Yeah, he did.
Michael Cooper wasn't that bad on offense.
He wasn't Sidney Moncrief on offense.
Yeah, no.
He was known as like one of the best defenders in the league.
Oh, I agree.
If not the best defender in the league for a long time.
I agree. But
I don't know if
you know something? He should go because I'm one of those people. I feel like y'all might think I'm crazy for saying this. I think Ben Wallace, what he did enough defensively and everything that he brought to the game, he should go to the Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because he's a finalist.
I think he should go.
Yes.
I think he should go.
Some of y'all remember this name. She was in the WNBA. She used to play for the Monarchs. Yolanda Griffith.
Yep.
Yes.
Baller.
She had game.
Hall of Fame.
She in the NBA Hall of Fame.
She should be.
Naismith.
It's a Naismith.
It's a Naismith.
Naismith Basketball Association, NBA.
Tim Hardaway.
Everybody in the Hall of Fame.
What about Lauren Jackson? She used to play for the Seattle Storm.
Yeah, she got game.
I don't know who that is.
She was 3-time MVP.
She was there
when did she play? I'm trying to remember the
Mid 2000s.
when they was winning, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Her and Sue Bird.
She was there with Sue Bird.
Oh, okay. Now I know you're talking
Blonde
about.
hair.
Okay,
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah, she's baller.
Yeah, she in the NBA Hall of Fame too.
Marcus Johnson, old school. Marcus Johnson.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Hey, shout out
No, he was.
I never knew how good that dude was.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know enough.
I'm gonna
keep it real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My uncles, because when he went to Crenshaw, like all my uncles went to Fremont, and they said they used to play against him, but like hooping like on the streets. They said he was legit, legit. But he didn't. Listen, man. Listen,
Hey, you know the craziest? You know
Listen,
the
man,
dude on social media, King Josiah, right?
Uh huh.
That's Marcus Johnson. That's Marcus
his
Johnson's
son.
son. I just found that out a
that's
few
his
weeks
son.
ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What, so he's Chris Johnson's younger brother.
Yeah, everybody, all them. I mean, the way y'all going, everybody in the Hall of Fame. Put Chris Johnson in the Hall of Fame too.
Marcus Johnson is Hall of Fame, yo?
I don't know. I didn't see him play.
I didn't see him play, but
I ain't
you
seen him
ask
play,
people
so-
like Mark's, like our,
Good at white man can't jump.
and that's probably the only thing I remember him by. But the
Hey.
thing is, if you ask dudes our pops' ages and stuff, they'll
Yeah.
tell you that Marcus Johnson had game. We said Ben Wallace.
When I talked to Coach West, the one who used to coach Crenshaw,
Yeah.
he said, I mean, of course, he coached him, but he was like he was legit too. He said he was one of the best players that came through Crenshaw.
More than his actual game. Like, he went to Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Okay, we said Ben Wallace. Chris Webber.
Yes.
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
What about these coaches? Rick Adelman.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's only all right. This no brainer. Jay Wright, Villanova.
Oh yeah.
No, they beat North Carolina.
Yeah, I hate him too. By the way, this is crazy.
Christian Laettner.
No,
Oh.
Please.
Bill Russell.
Hall of Fame in college.
No, but it's just your basketball career.
Christian Laettner. Did you say Bill Russell?
Bill Russell
He's not in the Hall of Fame?
as a coach,
Oh.
Oh.
but still,
As a coach?
he's just now being a finalist as a coach. I don't know. He's the first coach.
He was a play. He was a player coach.
He coached for like 20 years. Even after the Celtics. He coached.
While he was playing.
He was the first player coach.
He was the first.
Yeah.
He was the first Tree Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. He won as a player coach.
How is he not?
Hey, how do you sub? How do you sub yourself out?
First should always be a legend.
Hey, how you sub yourself out?
He's the first.
Hey, come get me.
And he was the first black coach. He was the first black coach in the NBA.
Hey,
Oh yeah, that's it.
Hey, you turn yourself down. Like, hey, sub him out. I'm not tired, coach.
Here's my thing. Bill Russell went in the Hall of Fame as a player in 1975. He just now getting in as a coach?
I mean, they got 1,000 awards after him. He'll be all right.
If he was beige, he probably been different.
Bill Russell ain't beige.
Bill Russell. Man, Bill Russell. Man,
Come on, Will.
I ain't about to even go there. Nah.
And they gonna announce the class May 16th. So good luck to all
They're for
those.
sure.
Good luck to all those. We'll find out the class the class in May. Let's switch to the NFL, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
It's tag day, franchise tag day.
Ooh, man, I'm so glad you finished that statement.
I say, wait, is this show?
Nah, not that. Nah, not that,
Yo,
son. Not that.
Damn. He said it's tag day. What?
No, it's franchise tag
That's
day.
next Friday, huh, John?
Huh?
That's
Shut up, man. Will, don't you start either, man. I know Will started that stuff in the chat, man.
Y'all crazy.
Next week's episode, the pre-Vegas episode, man. But nine players were hit with the franchise tag today. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say we're gonna play a game of deal or no deal. So you tell me, do you think this dude's players get deals, or they play under the tag for the rest of the season? Okay. I'm gonna give you a caveat. 3 of these dudes who got franchise tag for the second straight year.
Oh yeah, I already know who one of them is for sure.
I know who not one of them is too.
Well, you look at the list.
Well, I know one of them is because the first one was a Bronco.
Kidding me?
Yeah,
So let's start there. Justin Simmons.
yeah. I don't know what the hell are y'all doing?
We got a new GM. I hope he's prioritizing giving this dude his new contract.
He gonna leave and y'all gonna miss him.
But I think next year the salary cap will be more once they get this TV contract. Once they get this TV, I mean the money back.
The new TV deal.
Yeah.
There y'all
The
go,
TV
man. No, TV, not TB. Come on, this dude, man.
Tampa Bay.
Speaking of Tampa Bay, Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin. Hold
on, time out. What?
They call, yeah! Who's that? It was the North Carolina coach? They like,
That's
who's his name?
Oh my God, what is his name?
It's the Carolina coach, right?
I believe
I wasn't Dean Smith. That can't have been Dean Smith, right?
was it Dean?
Roy Williams?
I think it was Roy.
Roy couldn't have did nothing like that, Mark.
Man.
Roy or G, he ain't doing that.
Yeah.
okay.
Roy wears Jordans, man. Roy wears Jordans in the game, man. Stop it.
So do the animal. I mean, the animals.
Well, Ernie, yeah.
Skip Bayless?
Yeah, Skip.
Man, please. Now, by the way,
Shane McMahon wore Jordans.
you know Houston's a Jordan school? University of Houston is a Jordan school. I saw that the other day when they was playing Memphis. By the way, so we made Michigan, Oklahoma, Florida. Florida's a Jordan school.
Mm-hmm.
Marquette,
Mhm.
Georgetown.
North Carolina, of course.
Basically, all the schools that are consistently in the top 25.
So Houston did actually have Jordan on their uniform. Mark,
Huh?
just the wrong Houston had Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Don't start that.
He does this every time we talk about the story. What if Jordan and Hakeem would actually, if the Rockets would have drafted Jordans, they had a deal where they could have traded Ralph Sampson for MJ. Will?
Yep.
Yeah.
With Hakeem. That would have been it.
So
That would
basically,
have been like at least 10.
And that's why Mark goes into this. He's not
Yeah.
even.
Then if that would have happened, all right, well,
They for sure would have won that first championship they lost.
Yeah.
When they beat y'all in the playoffs?
86.
It was Philly. They lost to Philly. Who they lose to, John?
Who?
Houston when they went
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
86.
They would have dogged them if Jordan been up over
Houston would have been winning from 86 to
there. 86. They would have been winning from like 85.
No, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna just say 86 to like 90 2002 or something
You started them out by saying 86 because it really could have been year one.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because people were saying Jordan's the best player in the league in the fourth game of the season.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Jordan, speaking of Chicago, Allen Robinson. So let's start over. So does Justin Simmons get a deal before?
Jordan and Elijah Wan.
Don't start, man. Does Justin Simmons get a deal, or
No.
does he play under tag?
He's gonna play under the tag
He's
because
under the tag.
y'all are crazy.
Oh my God, George Payton! If you're looking at this show right
Gary
now,
Payton.
George Payton, our new general manager,
Cookie.
please sign this dude to a contract. Next, Brandon Scherf from the Washington football team.
He's most definitely gonna play under the franchise tag. You know what his number is this year? 18 million.
For a guard.
That's crazy.
18 million because they look. But if you really peep this, Washington always does that. They did the same thing with Kirk Cousins. They franchised him 2 years in a row, and he's a quarterback, so the number was insane. He probably got more during those 2 years than he got off his contract he got right now.
Chris Godwin.
They franchised him.
He's gonna play under the franchise
Yeah.
if they don't trade him.
I think they're gonna trade him.
If they get Odell and decide to keep Antonio Brown, he's up out of there.
This is an interesting one. I didn't see this one. Cam Robinson from Jacksonville.
The left tackle,
Yes.
they didn't sign him.
They franchise tagged him.
Oh, they dumb as hell. They gonna go ahead and pay this dude. He gonna play under that what you call it?
So y'all
Why
gonna-
would you not pay your left tackle when you about to draft Trevor Lawrence?
Urban Meyer.
I mean, never mind. You just said everything. Right
Urban
there.
Meyer.
That's enough right there.
Leonard Williams. Second year on the franchise tag.
I hope that he ends up leaves in the trade because the Raiders should go after him. But I think he plays.
He gonna play under the tag.
He's gonna play under the tag. He's with the Giants still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tags $19 million for defensive lineman.
19
Yeah.
for Leonard Williams.
Yes.
All right.
Allen Robinson.
They need to pay him, but he's gonna play under the tag.
He said, "Who's throwing me the ball, man?"
Yeah.
And then
He needs to get paid because he's very good.
okay. There's another tackle, Taylor Moton from Carolina.
I think
By the way, what's with all these teams who know they have to draft quarterbacks not paying these left tackles, man?
I thought he's a right tackle.
Well, who's right? Well, playing your offensive lineman, period.
Yeah, but regardless, you got to pay your line. You know, I mean, Kansas City showing if you ain't got no line, you ain't gonna do nothing. But I think he plays under the tag.
Me too. Marcus May from the Jets.
I think he eventually gets paid.
I think they should just cut the Jets out the league.
And then Marcus Williams from the Saints.
Wait. They haven't paid Marcus Williams.
No.
Probably
And they got to pay Ramczyk and Marshawn Lattimore too.
Well,
they were all in the same draft, weren't they?
Yes.
What a draft! Woo! And I think the Raiders drafted Gary Conley.
And Kamara was in that draft too.
mine.
Wait.
2017.
Mark, did you just hear all the players they drafted in that one draft? They got Kamara. They got
Mark. They had the defensive and offensive rookie of the year. They had Kamara and Marshawn Lattimore. They drafted Ryan Ramczyk with the pick that they got from the Patriots in the Brandon Cooks trade.
right tackle.
Then they got Marcus Williams in the third round. And they got Marcus Williams like in the second or third round.
They did a great job that year.
Yes, they did.
Great
That is a hell of a draft.
Salute to their scouting team.
Yeah, seriously, because that's they pretty much hit a home run on 4 straight picks.
And then, I mean, this was just protocol. Dak Prescott got the tag.
He already got paid.
But that's where I want to go. Rain Dakota Prescott.
Who?
That's his real name.
His real name is Rain,
Rain, don't go.
like purple.
4 years, $160 million, 126 guaranteed. Record $66 million signing bonus. $9 million roster bonus.
That's $71 million.
Means he'll be making $75 million this season.
All have to win 9 games next year.
Jerry Jones, you are the biggest clown in the freaking league because you really could have just paid this dude earlier and would not have to pay him this much. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that he got his bag though.
Listen, I'm happy for Dak, but there's no way you can pay him that money and then what's their receiver name? Amari Cooper taking up 10% of your salary cap himself.
Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke is the highest paid running back,
And they don't even run the ball.
and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
They doing the Dallas Cowboys are going backwards.
it's gonna come down to a point. I think it'll come down to a point where they're gonna have to trade Zeke.
Yep. Oh yeah, Zeke gonna be out of there within 2 years.
Yep.
I give it 2 years. He'll be gone.
Yep.
And they're gonna regret it instantly.
Real quick, do we see a running back going to draft in the first round of the draft this year?
I don't think there's that many good running backs coming out this year. I think it's like a weak running back draft.
So I want to give y'all the ESPN as their top 100 free agents. So I'm going to give y'all the top 10, going from 10 to 1. Number 10, they got Packer center Corey Linsley.
He's pretty good.
He's good.
He's really good.
Number 9, Shaq Barrett.
Why is Shaq Barrett number 9?
I don't know.
Aaron Jones.
Number 8, Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is better than Shaq Barrett.
No, he's not.
Aaron Jones is a free agent. That's
Yes.
the crazy part.
Yeah, they're not paying him. He's gone.
Yeah, he's going to walk.
He's gonna walk.
You got Trey Hendrickson from the Saints.
Wait.
Number 7.
They're not paying him?
Yeah, he's a free agent
Oh, they tripping.
because they tagged Marcus Williams. Pause.
They tripping.
So Jonnu Smith from the Titans, number 6.
The tight end.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
they didn't give him the franchise.
He's pretty
tag.
good.
Number 5.
They tagging the tight end.
Pause.
That's what they were talking about.
They did not. They did not.
Oh,
Kenny Galladay, number 5.
The Lions are insanely dumb for letting him leave because I don't even know who their receivers are no more.
I think they rebuild.
By the way, him and Marvin Jones are both free agents. This is the dumbest one ever.
Oh yeah, that's dumb.
Bud Dupree at number 4.
And remember, I told you this. I told you Steelers are dumb for that. Look, when Bud Dupree was healthy, they had the coldest pass rush tandem. They had a trio. It was a stat. It was in the top 5 players to get to the quarterback in like I think it's like 5 seconds or less. T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree, and Steven Tuitt were all on that list. And soon as he got hurt, the defense wasn't as effective.
Number 3.
Instantly.
Number 3, Yannick Ngakoue.
I don't know why he's ranked that high. He got traded too many times. I don't know his value must not be that good.
Ben ready. This is gonna probably hurt your Chargers fan base. Hunter Henry's number 2.
You talking about tags? And he said, "Ben, this go hurt."
Hunter Henry? Yeah,
I did not say that.
he's going to the Patriots.
And then number 1, and wow, well, it's crazy you're here on this one. Trent Williams is listed as the number 1 free agent.
Hey, look, whoever gets Trent Williams ain't no joke.
Yeah, no, he's nice.
He is no joke. Hey, you seen when he had slapped Richard Sherman?
That shit was weak though. He ran up on him with his helmet on.
Hey, yeah.
He really trying to scrap. And Richard Sherman helmet was off.
Hey, that was.
It's a football thing. Like, we never fuck with you. You gonna scrap, take your helmet off.
Yeah, that's real. It's gonna. Yeah, you gonna hurt your hand.
Miss Battle said Hunter Henry isn't tagged this year. I'm kind of not sure how I feel about this.
It's simple. If the Chargers don't pay him, he's gone.
Antonio Gates still available.
What?
I don't think he's.
Kellen Winslow is too, but you got like
You gotta put some money on his books.
What is that?
both of them.
I'm about to say the son most definitely. He hollering like 14 years.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, at this point, yeah, you probably
Kellen Winslow III gonna be in the league by that time.
at this point you probably better off taking Kellen Winslow Sr. than Kellen Winslow Jr. because obviously Kellen Winslow Jr. is not going to be available no time soon.
Hey, what school he went to?
The U.
That explains a lot.
Them Florida schools be tripping, man.
Yeah, both of them.
Coke and Hope.
Two C's.
I don't know what happened. What happened with Kellen?
Sorry, y'all.
What happened with Kellen Winslow, man?
He started targeting old women.
But that's just sad, man.
Well,
All right, I'm trying to get the Tom McShay's mock draft because we got to do it. I want to talk about this mock. Serious how we're gonna talk about later. Since Will's here, all of us are here. We definitely gotta chime in on that Nike story, man.
oh, about with the shoes.
Yeah, that really. the story, the CEO of Nike or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her son with the shoes. Yeah, that was insane.
So she had to resign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think she knew?
She claims she didn't.
Man, she knew
That's too much. It was a lot of money, man.
$100,000 in shoes that he got on credit. You know how much money he probably made off of that? He probably made like so many millions
made
off
a
of
hun-
resale.
They said at one point he had like 60 pair of like one of the most expensive.
He had like some Yeezys. He had those, and it wasn't just Nikes he was getting though.
No, yeah, he was getting everything.
Yeah.
So let's
Like 30 pair of off-white.
Yeah, yeah. He had an absurd number of them.
Paid for them. He brought them.
He brought them on her credit card.
He was selling them.
But he,
But
but
they was brought.
no, this is what he's buying them with her discount.
Yeah.
so let's set up the
Yeah, but they still brought.
the story for those who don't know.
You're not supposed to do that because you're not supposed to sell them.
Right.
If it's for you.
Yeah,
So Ann Herbert's her name. Ann Herbert's her name. She was the general manager and the VP of Nike. Matter of fact, Bloomberg did a story about her son about 3 years ago, and he asked Bloomberg not to include that fact that his mom was the VP of Nike when this story came out, and they was like, "Nah, we have to." And dude tried. He's teenager, and come to find out, that's how the story happened. He had used babies made up to 132,000 reselling Yeezys, and they think I'm assuming it was a company credit card she was using.
Yep.
that's what got her. That's why she had to resign. It wasn't just the fact that he was buying them with the discount and everything. He was doing it on some like, oh, I'm using the company in order for me to make a profit off on my own.
I see my Uncle Kevin in here. My Uncle Kevin from Houston. He says, "Where was he keeping the shoes? At home. Y'all go on social media. It back your
Yeah, like a warehouse.
Yeah, he had a whole warehouse.
I mean, they rich. I mean, they have spots.
yeah."
He on Instagram? If he was,
He probably.
I might send the story to the chat. Man, I look through it, but you can find it. But you can find it. It's all over. The CEO of Nike came out and said she wasn't in violation of any rules, which I kind of have a hard time not understanding it when a company credit card was used. Now Nike, they frown on reselling. And obviously, they're trying to find software to
I was just about to say that
to eliminate bot.
They're developing an anti-bot for their company.
And this is the other part. She oversaw the sneakers app.
Wait, she oversaw the sneakers app?
Yes.
Oh, so she the reason why I came.
and they said they found out.
Yeah.
He probably had the good bots.
Yeah.
Like the bots we have to pay like $1,000 for.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, no matter what, how many ever you want.
Hey, look. All I know is all y'all that was trying to get some shoes over the past couple of years, that y'all didn't get them. That man right there is the reason why. Real talk. He is most definitely the reason why.
Yeah, that made no sense. Champs got restock of what?
Carmine.
And my boy Javi just went and got something today. So let's talk about Ty McShay's mock. This is go to top 10. We're gonna do our picks. Will, since you here, I'm gonna give you he has the Niners picking as well, bro. All right, so number 1, no surprise, Trevor Lawrence. Going to queue up that NFL film's been ready. Number 2, this seems like this just seemed to getting real, man. This Zach Wilson to the Jets thing. I think it's going to happen. And, Will, I'm going to ask you this because it seems like there's this story that y'all could be linked to trading for Sam Darnold. Would you rather have Sam Darnold or Jimmy Garoppolo week 1 when the Niners take the field? In front of fans, by the way. We're going to talk about that later. You want Jimmy? Pause. You want Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Pause, man. That's what I said. Pause. I said pause, man. You rather have Garoppolo than Sam Darnold?
No. I'd rather have Sam Darnold. Only reason why is Sam Darnold's younger, and, I think his ceiling is a little bit higher. He's old compared to Sam Darnold.
Well, the word is now that the
Sam
Patriots,
Darnold like 23.
the
24.
Patriots are trying to trade for Garoppolo.
No, he older than that. Go ahead.
Word is the Patriots are trying to trade back for Garoppolo, and they'd be willing to give up Stephon Gilmore for Garoppolo. Would you make that trade?
In a heartbeat.
Garoppolo for a 2nd round pick and Stephon Gilmore. or a first round pick because Patriots had the 15th pick or whatever.
Wait, they giving up the first round pick and Stephon Gilmore?
Or either the first, or I think it's the second.
Yeah, it had to be like a second.
I think it's a second round pick and Stephon Gilmore for Jimmy Garoppolo. I know they give up a second round pick and the Jets would give up a second round pick for Sam Darnold.
I mean, because my thing is these names and these picks sound cool, but you got. That's my squad. I'm looking at the position that's going to put us in. Then we have to draft a quarterback. Now our quarterback is a rookie or non-experienced, or old boy is going to start dude who we end up picking up.
Sam Darnold.
So I think Sam Darnold's a really good quarterback. If y'all was to go that route of trading Jimmy G, and then y'all trade for Sam Darnold, I don't think you have that much of a fall off.
No.
Nick has been saying this since last year. He thinks y'all gonna have Matt Ryan as your quarterback.
Yeah, I strongly believe that. No, the reason why is because early on in the season, the owner he has said that he was unsure about Matt Ryan, and there's been a lot of mock drafts saying that they're gonna draft a quarterback as well. I've seen a few of those.
I got my Uncle Kevin. He asked the question. Watson wants out of Houston. Where should he go? You should go to Denver, Uncle Kevin.
Who?
Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
Deshaun Watson should stay in Houston.
Yeah,
he shouldn't.
With
By the way,
with the contract he signed on,
You
the
signed
franchise is
that
trash.
contract.
by the way, you saw John McClain, who's like the authority on Houston sports. He suggested not Bruce Willis. B pitcher. He was suggesting that since obviously they like making trades with the Arizona Cardinals, just trade him for Kyler Murray.
Who?
The Texans trade Deshaun for Kyler Murray. So then you basically have the Arizona Texans in Glendale. Deshaun, D-Hop, and J.J. Watt.
What? Man, the Texans aren't stupid, so hey, why not?
If I'm
Bring the hometown boy back over there.
But here's the thing. Arizona has Kyler Murray on a rookie deal. This is when you supposed to want to try to trade up for players. Heck, by the way, Nick, you're gonna like this. My uncle's a Raiders fan.
There we go.
He's in Houston. So
Watch out.
Sorry to hear that, Unc.
sorry. Yeah, Uncle, you're not. Yeah.
What?
Forgive him, man. Him and Pops, rest in peace, were both Raiders fans. I don't know how that. I mean, but my uncle's from the Bay, so that's why. My uncle's from the Bay, so I understand why. But Pops wasn't around. That's it. Was
He like orange.
Rest in peace.
He like orange and blue.
Stop it.
Well, that's settled that.
See, Pops wasn't around at the time. So there you go. There you go,
He
man.
like orange. He like orange.
Doesn't matter the reason.
He like orange and blue.
Man,
Yeah, pretty much.
why y'all erase those color lines, brothers? Erase those color lines. Let's get back to this mock. So he has a trade. He has Carolina trading up to 3 to take Justin Fields. And Miami trades down to 8.
That's an interesting trade.
Number 4, he has Trey Lance going to the Falcons. Now, I heard this, somebody the other day, I don't know I think it was it Daniel Jeremiah, was it Top? Somebody said that Trey Lance reminded him of the late Steve McNair.
Trey Lance is good though.
Yeah, he's not.
Well,
whack.
I'm going to say this. I haven't seen him play, so I can't judge.
I like to
But
see
I get it because I guess both of them played at Division II schools, so I can see probably why.
I want to see how he plays in the league. Like he's a good college player. I want to see how he plays, how he translates.
Number 2, you got Penei Sewell going to Cincinnati.
That's good.
6, the Eagles and Kyle Pitts, the tight end from Florida.
He's a really good player at that position.
Yeah.
Number 7, the Lions taking Jamar Chase. Number 8, this is the Dolphins pick. They get Devontae Smith.
Who?
Devontae Smith. So they can basically, have Alabama all over again.
Well, me and you, we making a trade. Unless you like to diss with the Broncos, Tommy Shea has us making a trade. Y'all move up to 9, and y'all take Mac Jones.
Nah.
What?
I don't understand why the Mac.
I don't understand what the fascination with Mac Jones is.
I don't understand the fascination with Alabama quarterbacks.
Well, obviously because all the quarterbacks basically are because they have all those skill. They have like what 30-year-old running backs and 25-year-old receivers probably.
The only person that was their actual age was Derrick Henry.
I think he was older too.
I don't know. He probably had that pool host birth certificate.
Or he probably was doing steroids when he was 15. But anyway, go ahead.
Number 10, Cowboys taking Patrick Surtain.
Who?
Patrick Surtain the second.
Man, I want Patrick Surtain in Buffalo.
So he has my Broncos taking Caleb Farley again, the cornerback from Virginia Tech. B, he has your Chargers taking Rashawn Slater, the offensive tackle from Northwestern.
Sean Salam.
Rest in peace. By the way, he has Micah Parsons slipping to 15 to the Patriots.
That's crazy.
Wow.
What did he say?
What'd he say?
Come on, Will, man.
What you say? Chargers need to be out of the league.
Go back to San Diego.
The Raiders.
Has him Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the linebacker from Notre Dame.
Look, if we don't draft him, I want us to get the defensive tackle from Alabama.
Offensive lineman for us. Watch.
Let me see. No, he has y'all getting Travis Etienne.
I drafted him on Madden. That's crazy.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
That's funny.
I drafted him on Madden.
He's fast.
So yeah, that's
Like a
the
girl.
wow.
All right.
That just happened. Will, you get to hear on this topic as well, because I know you're not a big Jay-Z fan, but he's been making a lot of notable moves in the last week.
A lot of money.
So
The Jay-Z.
with Jay-Z, obviously he had the deal the last 7 days. What do you say, 14? Huh? No, I'm talking about he did the Ace of Spades to Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, and that accumulated $315 million. And then he just sold the majority of title to Square for about $300 million. So he's accumulated about $615 million in the last maybe 2 weeks.
You know, regular Tuesday type stuff.
And all the artists, it was like, 16 artists involved in the title? They all got like 9
million.
9 million apiece.
Like Kanye, Rihanna, Beyonce.
J. Cole. 16,
Yeah.
all 16
got like
people.
got like 9 million each.
So this is the thing. I follow a NFL .com person named Kimmy Check. She does the fantasy football for NFL.com.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks this is Jay-Z's play to be an owner in the NFL. We all know that he's Rock Nation and is in partnering with the NFL in the last couple of years.
I don't think that's smart because that would be a conflict of interest.
I was about to say you can't do that, can you?
That's the reason why he had to sell the Nets.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can't do that.
Didn't something happen about when he first tried to get in the NFL? He had to make a certain amount or had to be worth a certain
Well, you gotta have a group who
Yeah.
has like basically had the collateral to say okay, I could buy this. I could buy this
He
squad.
didn't have no collateral at that time.
and that $600 million came up back then, which is because y'all threw the numbers out right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember something like that saying.
I don't know if he can't own a team because like Nick said, it's a conflict of interest.
It's a conflict because if he gets ownership of a team, he's gonna have to he's gonna have to basically his Rock Nation management. They won't be able to manage no NFL players,
Yeah.
like because that's a conflict of interest at all.
Because
Well, well, but like
That
this.
happened in the NBA.
What?
What if he resigned with?
Well, I think he would have. It would be. I put it like this: when Rob Pelinka became the general manager of the Lakers, he basically had to divest his interest to his agency to his partners. So whoever Jay-Z like when Jay-Z was the agent for Rock Nation Sports at first, and then he got into the ownership with Brooklyn, and because remember that was the time he was repping Cano. I think Cano was probably his biggest client at the time. He divested his part as an agent to those in Rock Nation. So I think he can still do that if he was to be an owner in the NFL. But I think it's a little bit more difficult because we're talking him actually being at the table with the NFL as far as with the halftime show and all the social justice stuff to him actually being in the box now. Mm-hmm. So, but I do think, but I agree with Kimmy Checks. I think I like the theory that this is him making another calculated move to try to get towards the billion you need to at least be an NFL owner. Now he got $615 million, but he's gonna need more. You definitely gonna need more than that. You're gonna need at least another. You're gonna need another
400.
Yeah, 400 million just to be at the table.
You for sure. It's a show $1 billion guaranteed. Because
He'll get there though.
Oh yeah,
Real
of course.
soon.
He'll get there, but
Real soon.
it's just crazy because like the whole thing with that is it's such a weird situation because like the conflict of interest thing is weird. That's the reason why I said I don't think he'll be able to do it. But if he figures out a way to do it, oh man, he'll be good. He'll most definitely be good, and it's most definitely gonna be a team in New York. He's not gonna get no team anywhere else.
All right, brothers. So we'll keep an eye on that story. But as we always do before we leave the show, it's a segment where it's often imitated, it's never duplicated. Because we agree with people when they say smart things, but when they say stupid things, they have to let them know they're wrong. So it's time for another edition of the segment everyone called, which is Young Dolly's favorite segment. It's time for calling out names. Shout out to Dolly.
Are you kidding me?
Time for calling out names, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start this off. So I brought up Chris Bosh. We talked about Chris Bosh, who's a finalist for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. I want to bring up a guy, I don't even know his name. His name is Brandon Tierney. He was a radio personality in New York for CBS Radio. He does a show. He did the show with Tiki Barber. So he tweeted out that Julius Randle is right now is better than a prime Chris Bosh.
Are you kidding me?
I'm like, time out. Like, BT? His name is Brandon Tierney. He worked for CBS Sports Radio. He did the show with he does a national radio show with Tiki Barber. He said he tweeted out after Julius Randle made the All-Star team. Now, and be clear, the dude lives in New York. He's a New Yorker, so what you expect? But he said that Julius Randle right now was better than a prime Chris Bosh. I'm like, you out of your mind?
Yo, why would you even think? What makes you think that? When you see Julius Randle play? What can you say?
Travel, man.
What do you see that says this dude is better than Chris Bosh? It's more than that.
CBS better be drug testing.
Hey, because that's ridiculous. There's no what he's not even close to Bosh defensively for sure at all. Like that's crazy. Yeah, that's
Julius Randle having a really good year. Let's not.
I'm not pooing on Julius Randle's year, but he's not. But Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer, man.
Look, what Julius Randle's in what year? What number?
He's in year 7.
He's year 7. By this time, Chris Bosh been to the All-Star game like 3 or 4 times,
and he was 24 and 12.
Thank you.
Easily,
he was easy 24.
In the
12.
East, yeah.
Chris Bosh had to remind people when LeBron went back to Cleveland that he could still be a 20 and 12 guy. Unfortunately, his career got short because of the health issues. But when LeBron went back to Cleveland, it's him and D Wade in Miami.
He was having 20 and 12.
20 and 12. Easy.
He was averaging 24 and 12.
Over there with the Raptors.
Easy, huh? That's what I'm talking about.
That's prime Chris Bosh.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was averaging 24 and 12. Easy.
You think his prime is really from 03 to 20 to before he even went to Miami. His whole time in Toronto was his prime.
He was like a 5-time All-Star by the time he went to the Heat.
Come on,
or some crazy number like
Come on,
that.
BT, you wrong.
This dude is tripping.
My next one, and y'all gonna probably cut the music off on this, but Greg McDermott and Creighton, y'all on the list, son.
Who?
Greg McDermott, who's the head coach of Creighton, Doug McDermott's father.
I'm about to say that. That's funny.
Y'all haven't heard the story. Y'all probably have. He was, after a loss a couple weeks ago, he told his players, you got to stay on the plantation.
What?
You have to stay on.
Are you kidding me?
On the plantation.
You could have played the regular one.
By the way.
Nah.
By the way.
Are you kidding me?
For Indiana. Creighton's in Indiana. And do y'all know, and what is Indiana known for besides the Pacers?
Bobby Knight. Throwing chairs at people.
Well, that too. Indiana is the
Jackson 5. That's
well,
true.
that's cool. That too, but
Lynch.
Peyton Manning.
You just basically you went the way I was going.
No, yeah, this the last name. No, lynching.
John's lynching.
In Indiana's the birthplace of the KKK. I learned that from Spike Lee during the Reggie Miller 30 for 30 because they was asking him where he was going to stay, and he said he was going to stay near the slave quarters because obviously he knew Pacer fans might try to,
Mm-hmm.
So, but Indiana is the birthplace of the Klan, and that's where Creighton is. It's in Indiana. So you basically tell your players to stay on the plantation. No, I'm guessing there's no secret. Some of his players are black.
I would have punched him in his damn mouth.
So he said that he asked to quit, but Creighton just suspended him, and now they're letting him back to coach the Big East tournament.
Wait. He asked to quit?
Yeah.
How do you ask to quit?
That's what I understand. That's what I don't understand.
Time out.
So let me say this to me. He asked to quit.
Darn it.
They said no. They said the players didn't want him to quit, so they suspend him for a couple of games, but he's going to be coaching in the Big East tournament starting tomorrow.
Wait. The players.
Are you kidding me?
How many black players up on Creighton?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Even
I
if it's
don't
just
care.
one.
I don't care. You cannot say that.
How are you asked to quit?
And Keyshawn said it. If you were that comfortable saying plantation to some kids, you done said that multiple times, Will.
Hey, look.
Why you direct that Will? Will didn't say it.
I'm just saying because Will's like, I know what Will. I'm seeing Will's thought process right now. You
That's Myers Leonard, homie.
know what I'm saying?
That's what?
Myers Leonard, homie.
He's probably
Your voice from earlier.
he's probably hanging out with Mark Schott and John Rocker too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait. Who's rocking?
Remember that picture from the Braves? My bad, Mark. The picture from the Braves, the racist picture from the Braves back in the day.
Yo, what just happened right now? Like, how did this show get like this fast?
Blame Myers Leonard.
Blame Myers Leonard.
But yeah, I mean, but Carl Creighton let this dude still have a job. I don't get it, and I'm not shocked. But that's the NCAA.
That's wild right there. That's
Which brings me to another racist story.
Uh-oh.
We talked about this last week. Texas, this whole Eyes of Texas thing. They went and got an investment firm to investigate this song to make sure it wasn't racist.
So they paid somebody to basically prove their point.
Can I just say it?
Go ahead.
So this school paid other white people to tell us that the song's not racist?
When it was used during the song was used during minstrel shows.
During minstrel what?
During blackface shows.
Oh.
Not. Come on now.
Clown face.
Yo, fam.
You know,
Wrong show.
Nah, man, but this song was used. White people were dressed like clowns when they were singing it. And obviously the song is off the melody from I've Been Working on the Railroad.
Oh no.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Come on, son. Nike, you next.
Uh-oh.
We talked about you just a minute ago. But Nike, man, come on, dude. You can't tell me this you cannot tell me that this GM that you didn't know what was going on. What was going on? Been ready with the soundtrack, man.
Man, they knew. She knew.
Come on, man. She wasn't in violation.
Man,
Come on, dude.
What you
The
quit
kid, the kid used the company credit card.
that's violation. Of course she did.
And she will be back with Nike soon.
Soon. She never left.
Yep. They just put her in a different branch. She's not over sneaker app no more. She over the Nike app.
Don't even realize it.
Like Plus. Does anybody know how long she worked for Nike?
25 years.
She ain't going nowhere.
She got stock in the company. She got stock in the company.
Yeah.
They gonna give her a crazy severance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the severance pay gonna be ridiculous.
We go pay you $4 million to say you quit.
Pretty much. All right, I'm out of here. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Off Nike, I'm ready.
You crazy. So my next one, and I saw Nick had these on, but had these guys on their list, but we probably have them for different reasons. But I had the NBA on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I was clear. I didn't want to see I thought the All-Star game shouldn't have happened. And what happens when we wake up Sunday morning? Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are out of the All-Star game because of contact tracing. By the way, what's with barbers testing positive for COVID all of a sudden, man?
I mean,
Shout out to my
Because
barbers.
they cut a lot of people
they
here.
cut a lot of people here. They do a lot of people.
So in the last month, we've had a bar. Stop it, man.
What?
No, man.
How many head? What'd you say?
Wait, this convo getting insane.
How many heads you think they doing today?
I don't know, man.
Hey, play.
Show over. This is no rules edition, everybody.
Play Dolly music so Will can say, "What's that, Sally Sale?"
But anyway, so
Took it off here after Will dissed it.
So then, son, like in the last
Ride
month,
with your
2
folks.
barbers almost ruined the Super Bowl and the All-Star game. Y'all wild, man. No rules tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Yo.
So,
All right.
but I had NBA also on for another reason.
Okay.
My other reason was trying to hate on people who are trying to make their bread.
Oh,
Y'all know I work for I work with the Showtime Forum site. Shout out to my crew.
Mm-hmm.
One of my boys, Aldell, who works with me on Showtime, I work with on Showtime Forum. He has a clothing line called Can't Beat LA. You might have seen me wear the hat, the blue hat, that had the Shaq, that was tribute to Shaq and Kobe. Shut up, B. Come on, man. But
That's the first color he went to.
But let me get to the background of the story. So what it is during obviously he made a lot of Laker inspired T-shirts during the bubble, and he would send them to the bubble to the players. Like he had one design that had Anthony Davis on, one had Deion Waiters, and they would or Danny Green would wear them, JaVale would wear them, AD would wear them, Markieff Morris. And so it was like, your shirts are getting worried about the players. That's major.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA sent my guy an email telling them not to make any more Laker merchandise because they don't even want the players wearing NBA store merchandise.
Yes, they brand.
And I get it. And like I said, and Mark, you and B can chime on this because y'all know that, and Nick too, because y'all dealt with when it comes to having a clothing line. Shout out to District X, especially for these wonderful cups. Mm-hmm. Obviously. The tub apparel. You see what Mark is wearing. Mm-hmm. Show him the case, bro. Show him the case.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's right. That's plenty weirdo. Shout out. Y'all guys can chime on this because I know what my boy was doing wasn't trying to ease in on the NBA's territory, but I just think I don't get why they were hating on. What's up? 10
minutes. Let's go.
Okay, so that's what I feel.
I get why the NBA. I see both sides of it. I see why the NBA did it because that's their brand. Everything that the players wear is should be NBA.
Yeah,
NBA brand, but I also see it as an up and coming like clothing line.
Right.
Like you want to try to put it out there as much as you can. If you know people, if you can get it to people who's professional, you want to get it to them, let them wear it. But I also understand the NBA, like it's the NBA brand.
Yeah, and because this happened with the NFL when all the players were wearing Beats by Dre headphones, and the NFL has partnered with Bose, so they can't be spotted wearing Beats by Dre, so they had to wear Bose.
No, they just cover even on the commercials. They just took the branding off. Covered it up. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, but that was my issue. But I get it
because Kaepernick was Beats by Dre, and so when he did that commercial, they had it was just like a blank headset.
Yeah, who cares? Go ahead.
So that's it. By the way, we had some
crazy.
By the way, we had some breaking news being ready.
Uh-oh.
That is Mark has nobody for calling out names. Oh, Nick does. Mark doesn't.
I might call out Nick again because he's still doing it.
Oh, wow.
Pause. Yo.
Read your list, bro.
I'm calling out John Gruden and Mike Mayock.
Oh, boy.
So,
the Raiders.
I remember in 2019, they said the Raiders won free agency. You know, we got Trent Brown, LaMarcus Joyner, Tyrell Williams.
Is that Dudley or Coley Brewer?
And the first thing they said was the Raiders won. The Raiders won free agency. You know, they got these good players or whatever. It looked good the first year. Second year came around. It looked terrible. Trent Brown, he was a Pro Bowl the first year.
Got traded today.
He got traded today, played 4 games for us last year. Now, it was
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Now, it wasn't technically, all his fault. He went through he had COVID protocols, and then I think he had an issue with he had a punctured, was it a punctured lung?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
No, it was it has something to do with I think it's the same thing happened with Tyrell Williams. And I thought I think so. Tyrod Taylor. It was a similar situation. With y'all still?
Yeah.
Who, Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
Keep going, Nick.
So-
Mark get started. Keep going.
So, yeah, that was bad. So we end up getting rid of all these players. So basically, we just wasted an entire offseason. It was already a bad draft we had. The best player in the draft was Cosby,
Bill?
Crosby. Sorry, not Bill. And he was a 5th round pick or fourth or 5th round pick. So 2019 ended up not being a good year for the Raiders, and they're most definitely suffering behind that right now in wasted money and wasted players. Second, I'm calling it the NBA.
Uh-oh.
NBA. The All-Star weekend was trash. Terrible. Horrible.
Sunday.
Well, sorry, All-Star Sunday.
Jesus Christ!
It was horrible. It was bad to watch at times. It was bad. It was poorly put together. Usually the NBA figures out ways to make stuff work. Y'all most definitely did not do it this time. And I'm gonna cut y'all a little bit of slack because y'all done good with everything else. But All-Star Sunday was terrible.
They should just cut the dunk contest.
I think they need to figure out a way to make the dunk contest most definitely more exciting. I don't think they should cut it just yet.
It's been trash for at least 10. No, it's not.
No.
No, it's There was a couple of good ones in between there, but most of the time it's trash.
They need to. But the thing is, they need to like Zion and Ja Morant. Those dudes, they need to figure out ways to get those dudes in the dunk contest.
I don't think
Why
Zion.
not?
I don't think Zion got the creativity. I think that's the reason why LeBron didn't do it.
Well, go look at his YouTube stuff.
I'm about to say, you ever seen the dunks he be doing on YouTube?
He was in high school.
Yeah, he most definitely
made the dumb decision to go to Duke.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, you mean when they paid him? Anyway, go ahead. What's next?
I'm calling out Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones.
How about
You
Cowboys?
you did all this talking about Dak Prescott all year. He wanted a number that was lower than what you paid him. Why didn't you just pay the man? You paid him back then, you probably save yourself about $30 million.
Was this true?
Wow. That's funny.
It sounds like it. But if you would have made this decision earlier, you probably would have saved yourself some money because, let's just be honest, the Cowboys are in a predicament where, and honestly, they drafted too many good players. And it hasn't accumulated to no wins. And so they have to either overpay for these players or let these good players leave. And that's the predicament they're in. Now, the last thing I'm calling the Chargers. Chargers. Y'all just drafted.
Wow.
Y'all just drafted a quarterback. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting.
Wow.
You just drafted a quarterback. Why in the world would you let pretty much your Pro Bowl tight end leave? Why?
They couldn't tag him.
Huh?
Hunter Henry's gonna be a free agent.
He's going to be a free agent.
The Chargers couldn't tag their tight end.
No, Hunter Henry. Y'all tight end. No, Hunter Henry. Their tight end from Arkansas. Oh, it's South Carolina. Whatever school he went to. South Carolina. He played in the SEC.
Yeah. So I hate when teams.
Will and
you
Ben
are-
together is crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting show.
I just hate when
man.
young
He
these
free
teams
agent. Stop it, man.
these teams get these young players, and you have a young quarterback, and you pretty much let a weapon pretty much leave. That's just like I hate it when Carolina let Steve Smith leave. You just drafted Cam Newton, and you see the connection they had, and you let him leave. Yes, shout out to Steve Smith.
From Alkaline 126.
That's
Yep.
right.
Represent.
Played at Santa Monica.
Hey, shout
Sure
out
did.
to the Chargers because they couldn't take their tight end.
By the way, Miami Heat. Also, what were y'all thinking? Y'all didn't want to give up Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero for James Harden.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Houston, y'all didn't want Ben Simmons for James Harden. I'm done.
So there was a trade supposedly I was supposed to that they proposed where
Pat Riley said that trading Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson was too much for James Harden.
bruh, he would have been up over there with Bam Adebayo
Too much, huh?
and Jimmy Butler.
Listen, fam.
He literally makes up for both of their scoring.
Do you remember when we said you have to put in Bam in that trade to get him?
Yeah, and we said, but no one would listen to us.
Yeah.
We said, yeah, you don't get this trade down without at least getting Bam. They didn't offer Bam.
Okay.
Wow.
Man, come, I'm done.
Yeah, that was dumb. Pat Riley, you usually do some smart decisions, but that was dumb.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. Final segments we're rolling up. It has been a year exactly since this pandemic has happened.
Crazy, right?
A year ago today was when Rudy Gobert was caught on camera.
Oh yeah, that was live on No Rules.
Oh yeah, the defensive player of the millennium.
When he was in the post game,
Playing with Mike.
and he basically
He's playing with who?
Pause. Yeah, pause.
Who's Mike?
Jackson.
No,
Y'all trying.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Who was y'all? I'm the one. I was going along with it.
Y'all know who I'm talking to.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
You ain't
man.
gonna say Tyson?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, Tyson, Jackson.
It wouldn't fall on non-hip hop ears.
Oh, I get it. I get
Show
it.
almost over.
I get it.
What he saying? Y'all
I got it.
Y'all got 3 more minutes till it's no rules time.
All right.
Okay.
But I'm just thankful that we've been through this pandemic a whole year. So glad Will's still here. Shout out. And props. My uncle, both of my uncles went through.
Shout out to your unks.
For real.
Went through it. And now we're going through the stages where it seems like things are going to get back to normal. I heard that Dr. Fauci, he's going to be on First Take on Thursday. Dr. Fauci, he's going to be on First Take Thursday displaying how can sports get back to normal.
That's the glasses, right?
Yeah. He's going to be on First Take Thursday explaining how can things get back to normal as far as sports, because now, starting April 1st here in Cali, you can have fans at outdoor events depending on what tier your county's in. And the Dodgers, they're trying to get into the next tier, which is the red tier, where they can have at least 11,000 fans at opening day when their opening day starts.
John, you want them in the blue tier, huh?
I don't even notice, but they're in the purple tier, and that's not good, and that's not good. So,
Oh, Gio?
because with purple tier, you're going to have 100. You're going to have 100 fans. Stop it, man. I'm not finna disrespect Watts like this, man. I'm not finna disrespect Watts like this. I see that. Oh, that's a walk off right there. But yeah, let's just keep. And the protocols are working, and let's just keep it going so we can try to have more of these things changing, get our businesses back running the way they were, or to some type of normalcy, and then we can just keep enjoying life. Why you just diss Watts like that,
I didn't
man?
even diss Watts.
I'm talking about Nick.
No.
I didn't say nothing.
That was good. It's good. But next week we gonna get into, we don't do this much. We'll talk some college basketball because we gotta get ready for the NCAA tournament, and hopefully me and Will can try to win some money in Vegas next.
Bet on these teenagers.
Pause, man. We'll talk restarting the NBA and we'll talk the restart of the
Show
NBA,
canceled.
and then we're definitely also gonna talk about NFL free agency. Will, shout out to Will for hanging out tonight.
And Mark might get the show.
Tune
Pepe Le Pew
in
up outta
tomorrow
here.
to No Rules at 6 with him, brother Mark, producer Ben Ready, 6 o'clock, Facebook, YouTube,
man.
and boy,
And Lloyd.
not
On
Lloyd.
that note,
Nah, man. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. Again, follow us on social media, Source View Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Townhouse Media now on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Of course, you can follow us individually on Instagram. Find our Instagram handles in our bio on the Sports View Podcast Instagram page. Download Apple, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Verbal. Will, stop, man. So, we'll see y'all next week. Be safe. And good night. Peace.
Yo, y'all, wow.